Biceps versus triceps versus forearms. Which is most important for making your arms look massive as hell? In this video, I'm going to dissect all three of these regions and give you an idea which one you should be focusing on the most. So let's start off with the biceps. Are they really that important? In my opinion, no. All they do is they make your arms look good from the front when you're just relaxing from the front, or if you do a bicep shot. Now, if you're not competing in a bodybuilding stage, if you're not trying to show off, that's not really going to make a huge difference in terms of your arm size, right? And also, you got to consider that the biceps doesn't make up a large portion of the arm. In fact, it's probably the smallest portion out there. And then also, you have to consider the fact that biceps is largely genetic. For example, I can barbell curl over 135 for reps. I can also do 75-pound dumbbell preacher curls for reps. All this has been shown on camera. Yet, my biceps look like absolute dog shit, despite their strength. And this is you can look at them right now. They're really my worst body part. Yet, I've known lots of noobs in the gym who can curl 20-pound dumbbells. They're so weak, yet their biceps look amazing. They got these great veins right in the middle. I don't have veins in the middle. My vein is right underneath, actually. So they got these great veins, great insertion points, and they just have really good-looking biceps. So for me, in my opinion, it's largely genetic. So it's not something you should be primarily focusing on. And also keep in mind, these guys that have these great biceps, it doesn't ensure that the arms are going to look massive. Like I said, it's a small portion of the arm. And if you want me to give you an example of other guys who have small biceps, look at the Hodge Twins. The Hodge Twins, best example out there. Their biceps are shit because they have tendonitis in that region. Therefore, they can only focus on the triceps and the forearms. But interestingly, their arms look massive as hell. A lot of people say that they have some of the best arms on YouTube. So if it's not the biceps, what is it? Well, this is going to bring me to the second part of this video. Triceps versus forearms. I think that's where the real discussion is, right? So forearms. A lot of guys don't train their forearms. They think that just doing rows, deadlifts, and pull-ups is going to be enough for the development. And the result is that we have tons of guys who have these really big triceps but stick forearms. Great example, Louis Marco. We all know that Louis Marco, he's known for having like really small forearms. And of course, this is because he injured his wrists in the past. What do his arms look like to you? If you've seen him train in the gym, he's got these nice biceps. His triceps are pretty well developed, but what about his forearms? What does that do to the rest of his body? It makes his arms look small. Look at him when he wears a shirt. Does this look like a man who has big arms? In my opinion, no. The only way you could make these guys have big arms is if you wear a skin tight shirt that end at the shoulder level. And who's gonna walk around looking like that? Not many people, might I add. So in my opinion, if you have small forearms, you're gonna have small looking arms in a shirt, period, because there's nothing you could do to hide your forearms. They are always visible. Even if you wear a long sleeve t-shirt, you're going to see the fact that a guy has thick forearms. You cannot hide it. Now, let me give you a situation where the guy has underdeveloped biceps, underdeveloped triceps, but massive forearms. What's the result? Big looking arms. Fact. That's a fact right there. And I'll give you another example, because this video is all about examples. If I don't give you clear demonstrations, you're not going to be able to understand what I'm saying. Look at professional arm wrestlers. These guys do not have the biggest biceps and triceps. They just don't. But their forearms are so freaking huge that it makes their entire arm look massive as hell. And that's the secret right there. Look at an arm wrestling match. I've seen hundreds of them, right? It's always this position right here. The forearms, man, when they have big ass forearms, it just makes their arm look huge. Most of these guys, they don't even have big arms. Their arms are between 16 and 17 inches. But their forearm size is also the same. Imagine having an equal ratio of bicep to tricep to forearm. How screwed up is that? And arm wrestlers exemplify that. I'm going to reference a guy, Ivan Beritashvili. I think that's how you say his name. Look at the way his arms look like. Amazing development because of his forearms. He's a professional arm wrestler in Moscow, I believe. He does a lot of gripping, tearing. He's really the grip strength guy that you should go to, right? And him, man, his forearms, they're so huge. It makes his arms look great. He doesn't have the best biceps. He doesn't have the best triceps. In fact, most arm wrestlers don't even bench a lot of weight because by getting too strong on the pushing movements, it interferes with their weight class. Same thing for squats. If you get your squat too big, your legs increase in size, therefore your weight class increases. So arm wrestlers are a great example of guys who don't have the biggest biceps and triceps, but still have terrific looking arms. And in my opinion, here's the catch, right? Most drug-free lifters will not end up having the biggest arms possible, so they're better off focusing on their forearms. That's the fact. 99% of you who try to take it to the natural limit, you'll end up at the 16 to 18 inch mark point. Those with exceptional genetics will reach 18 inches. Those with shittier genetics like myself, you're going to be in the 16 to 17 inch range. And that's just how it is. So let's say you are going to be stuck with 16, 17 inches, not the biggest arms, so you might as well focus on your forearms. It's the most logical way to go about it. It really is, because forearms will enable you to have better looking arms without having the best triceps and biceps. It's a good mask. It's a good cover-up, if you will. And keep in mind also, when you're looking from the front with your arms are fully extended, big forearms trickle down all the way to the hands. They trickle down all the way here. So you can't hide it. You just can't hide it. Think of Popeye, right? Popeye forearms. That's what it's all about. If you're big down here, you're big towards the hand level, you look good without a shirt, with a shirt, you even look good when you flex. You cannot escape big forearms. It's a physical impossibility. So in my opinion, because people are overdeveloping their biceps and triceps, but they end up with these puny forearms, it makes them look small in a shirt. It just doesn't, makes their arm look weird as a whole. It doesn't look right when you have all this mass over here, but then you have little sticks for forearms. It doesn't look right. It just doesn't look impressive. But it's very impressive to me if a guy has average bicep and tricep development, but kick-ass forearms. If you have kick-ass forearms, doesn't matter what your size is over here, you will have big-looking arms, period. And look at my forearms again. I'll put a picture on the screen. That's what I'm talking about. You wouldn't know that my arms are slightly above 16 inches. There's a lot of people who have bigger arms than me, but it wouldn't show. It wouldn't show because of the forearms. So I hope this video enlightened you. In my opinion, the forearms are the best because it kills two birds with one stone. Really, it covers everything that you need. And the biceps are least important, and I'd say triceps are second because that can actually make a big difference in your arm circumference. But man, forearms will make or break a physique, guaranteed. Guaranteed, bro. So let me know what you think down below. Which is most important to you? And with that, I will talk to you next time.